And so we're going to get into it. I just read one of the questions. There's no reason people should be asking that. Imagine if I just took a screenshot of that and I just sent it to your father or your mother. What are they going to think? Welcome to the YouTube channel. It's your fave Brazilian. First one is, where do you shop at? Honestly, I don't shop at nowhere expensive right now. I'm currently working a full-time 40 hours a week job as a receptionist in an office with like doctors and shit. So if I am putting on anything for my content, 9 times out of 10 is from Fashion Nova. Sex tips for beginners. Communicate. That would be like my biggest one. Like, communicating can be sexy. Like, believe it or not, communicating can be sexy. You should be asking your partner what feels good and what doesn't. There's different ways to do that based off who your partner is and who you're sexting. Figure that out for yourself. But just make sure that what you're doing feels good to the other person. Like, make sure it's not just you're trying to please yourself. You should be pleasing them and they should be pleasing you. And I'm on a celibacy journey, so next question. Next question.
Haven't had no sex.
Way to keep high vibrations high and positive. This is a good one. Let me show you. Let me show you actually, because there's a method to my madness. It's a sound bowl. Sound bowl, sound bowl, sound. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Sometimes I do it for 5 minutes if that's the best that I can do for that day. Sometimes I do a good 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes. Sometimes I do an hour. It really just depends on how I feel and what I need at that moment. The way that I speak to myself, even on the days, because all women have these days. You can sit here and cap and act like you don't be having them. You have them. It's just a fact. Every woman, at least 1 week out of that whole month, we hate ourselves for that week. Like, I can't explain it. Your skin just don't be eating the way that your skin normally be eating. You looking at pictures of when you used to feel cute and used to feel pretty. You like, damn, I wish I could go back to that. You over here scrolling like, oh my God, I was so pretty 2 weeks ago. And now I know you're still pretty. You just don't feel it because it's that certain week. So I say that to say that even in that certain week, I'm still going to talk highly about myself. So even if I don't feel like the baddest bitch in the room, I'm the baddest bitch in the room. And who's going to tell me different? Very kind to myself the way that I'm kind to others. Hype yourself up because nobody's going to do it but you. And it's not really going to matter unless you're the one that's doing it. So I hope that answers the question. What's your best hygiene advice to give us girls? My best hygiene advice, drink lots of water. Drink lots of water. This is my gallon. I drink a gallon a day. Thank you. Cat clean. Don't use nothing fragrance. No fragrance lotions, no fragrance oils, no fragrance soaps. You don't want to throw your pH balance all the way off. Because I'm letting you know right now. It will throw your pH balance all the way off. All the way off. Next question. How do getting back dermals hurt? 6 out of 10 might be your 7 out of 10 or 8 out of 10. But for me personally, it was definitely a 2 out of 10. Like, it did not hurt as much as I thought that it was going to hurt. He just, and it's a different needle screw. So it's going to screw into your skin and it's going to take the piece of the skin out so they could put the diamond in the hole that they just made in your skin. It sounds hurtful, but I don't know. It really did not hurt that bad. Literally a 2 out of 10. What are some future goals? Okay. Some of my future goals. What are my future goals? My future goals is this content shit. My future goals is my content. It's helping people. It's making people laugh. It's letting people know that they're understood, that they're not alone in this crazy ass world that we live in and all the crazy ass things that be happening. And I mean, my future goals, just content. Content with everything. Financially content, mentally content, emotionally content. I just need to be stable and in my prime. When I'm in my prime, I'm always in my prime because it's me. I'm prime. So don't mind me being like, well, you're going to see it as cocky. I don't see it as cocky because I'm a Leo. And this is just how Leos act. I promise you we're nice and humble people. I promise you we don't think that we're better than nobody. Not a cocky bitch is what I'm saying. I don't want to give it up like I am. Even though I'm giving it up like I am, but I'm not. What made you realize you like girls? The puberty classes where you're taking classes to learn like what your body is doing and why it's growing and all that other stuff. When they showed the girls' titties, I don't know, I just felt some things. I just felt some things that straight people do not feel. What is a trait that you love about yourself? I would say a trait that I love about myself would be my big heart. I hate it sometimes because people can get a little... I met a lot of people that were in their survival modes, and if they felt like I was in the way of, you know, them getting what they needed to get, it was me, and they're alright, so it don't matter if it's me and everybody else. I think that everybody should care about everybody. I feel like even though you don't know somebody's personal backstory, or I mean, you don't know them at all personally, just the fact that they're a human being, just the fact that they maybe experience the same things that you have, or maybe they experience worse. I mean, you don't know. Try to do my best to be as kind as I can be. When people get to playing with me, that's when the nice shit go a little. I'm not even gonna say that it goes left. I just simply remove myself. That was a lot of yapping for someone who just asked what is the trait that you love about yourself, but that's a trait that I love. I love my big heart. How many siblings do you have? I have 3 siblings, my babies. I have my little brother, he's 6 years old. I have my middle sister, she's 4 years old. And then I have my baby sister, she just turned 2. Terrible too, the bitch is driving me crazy. What's some high school advice? Don't fuck the seniors. Don't fuck the seniors. It don't matter if the ones that you like don't have their own car and the seniors have their own car. It don't matter how many tattoos he got. It don't matter how fresh he look. It don't fuck the seniors. You're a kid yourself. You're just entering high school. There's no need for you to fuck the seniors. That's for my freshmen, for my sophomores. Be selective on who you're hanging out with. Be selective on who you're hanging out with. Don't try and be everybody's friend. High school, for some reason, it make you feel like you have to be everybody's friend. But being cordial does not mean that you need to be everybody's friend. It just means that you have a respectful way of approaching every single person. But that doesn't mean that you have to be buddies with everybody, because nobody's buddies with everybody. So now you're in this friend group, and now you're in that friend group, and now you're part of this one. So this one is beefing with the other one, but you in the middle, like, it's just drama. And you don't need to know everybody's business. If you hear somebody's business, do not spread that business. That bitch is looking at you like you're messy. Whole time, the business itself is messy. Girl, I'm hearing about you with him, and I'm hearing about you with her, and I'm like, do you even know what messy is? Because if you did, you would move around. What made you want to start posting videos on TikTok like your big sister video? I don't even know. I was going through something very difficult at the time, something very personal that had happened to me. And I didn't really feel comfortable talking about it, but then I got through the experience, I reflected on it, and I just put the camera up, and I just said, fuck it, and I just said, let me see what happens, and that shit got 1.8 million views, which is insane. I thought that people could benefit from what I was saying and that people could relate, and that is what I hope my videos give off every time, is relatable. And wow, you're just like me. I am just like you, because I am you and you're me. We're all a reflection of each other. People don't really understand that, though. That might go over your head. That might just go all the way up. Yeah, but it's a fact. What's your type on men and women physical appearance? My type on men, I don't know. It's changing. I used to like gangbangers. Yeah, that's the shit that I used to like, unfortunately. And I really thought that they were going to treat me like a princess. So I don't like gangbangers no more. I don't rock with gangbangers. I don't talk to gangbangers. I don't... Anytime I see a gun, a rapper, a gra-boom, and like anything like that, like it's just not what I want no more. I don't think it's stable. I don't want to think about loving somebody and having the risk of them going to jail or getting locked up or killed or whatever. I have enough stress in my life. If I was to, you know, be with somebody, it would definitely be somebody who is stable and somebody who have their shit together. I'm not saying that gangbangers don't have their shit together, but they don't have control of their shit because they don't know what's going to happen next. They just live in that fast life. You know, I want to live the peaceful life, the stable life, the everything gonna be okay life, not the, yeah, no, like, yeah. And then women, I don't really have a type in women. I really don't. If you feminine and you look good and your pussy wet, I like you. That's it. That's all. I have to vibe with you. That's one thing. I'm not really big on physical appearance. I don't really care how cute you are. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care what you get into. If I cannot vibe with you, if we're not on the same energy, if we're not on the same page, then I can't kick it with you. It's really that simple. You have to be loyal in a talking stage. I don't think there should be a talking stage. Let me add that. I don't think there should be a talking stage. I think that if you're getting to know somebody and you like them and you don't want them talking to nobody else, I think the only thing to do would be to date them. Because I feel like, this generation sees dating as final, as like, oh my God, it's all or nothing. But you don't have to be all or nothing. You can get to know somebody and just get to know that person. If they're not your vibe, move on to the next person. You don't have to get to know 8, 9 people at the same time. I can't even deal with one annoying ass calling and texting and what you doing, who you with, what makes you think I want to deal with 8 or 9? So this whole thing of having hoes, I don't know. I just think that shit is played out. Can we link? I don't want to link. I could do the same shit that we would do at your house with your plaid covers. Your plaid covers, them sheets that you haven't washed. And that dusty ass, the Xbox is collecting dust. The PS5 is collecting dust. I can do all of that at my house without the dust. Without the plaid covers. Chilling, cooling. Take me on a date. Get to know me. Make me think different. Make me see shit different. I want to get to know you and what you're about. I don't want to hear the doom on Netflix and just get to freaking. Yeah. I don't want to do that. What's the life lesson that changed your perspective on something? That things don't happen to you, but they happen for you. I think that's something that really just changes the way I view life. And it made me step out of my victim mindset, like, damn, all this shit is happening to me, when really it was just happening for me. It was all part of the plan all along. I just couldn't see it, and I'm not supposed to see it. You're supposed to go through those feelings of confusion. You're supposed to have, those negative, I'm not even going to say negative emotions. You're supposed to feel those feelings intensely in order to shape you into the new person that you're becoming. What is something you are most proud of? Something I'm most proud of, putting myself out there. I think even on the days that I didn't feel like posting, even on the days where I had my own insecurities that don't nobody really know about, I still put myself out there, because at the end of the day, the things that I want, they're not waiting for me. They're not just sitting there and waiting for Zeno to get up and go and get, no. They have to come to me. And that's in my control. And I didn't understand that before. And I feel like now that I'm understanding it more and more, I give myself a pat on the back, because I know for a fact the little girl in me would be extremely proud. Extremely proud. Oh, and being a big sister, I love my siblings. Common misconception people have of you. People think that I'm bougie and stuck up, but I am not bougie and I am not stuck up. I actually see that everybody is the same. No matter how they try and act like they're not, everybody is the same. We all go through the same struggles. Even if it's not the exact same, those intense feelings, everybody goes through those. And so, yeah, when people say that, like, oh, you look mean, I think it's just my resting bitch face. Because if I'm not smiling, and I'm just kind of, nothing could be wrong with me. I don't know, I'm just me. That's just how I am. Misconception that they have of me. Oh, or that I'm a thought. I think the way that I perceive myself on social media, I shake a lot of, I'm a vibe. I'm a life of party. And I think, especially men, when they try and approach me, they approach me on something like, oh, well, she gonna give it up. This is not that. This is not that. I'm going to shake my ass on Instagram, and you're not touching it in real life. And you're not seeing me in real life. So that's a big misconception. Oh yeah, what you been living? That's a huge misconception, because I'm not that kind of girl. I'm a very blunt person. I just say everything how it is. I don't sugarcoat it. And so sometimes people are like, wow, like no filter, like damn, like, but it's not even that. I know time and place. I know when to say something and when not to. It's just a simple fact that when I say it, there's not going to be any sugarcoat in what I'm saying. I'm just going to say how it is. Because that's how it is. And that's that. What do you do to feel better mentally? Meditate. I journal. And I listen to music that I used to listen to as a child. It soothes me. It just makes me calm. It just makes me, it just makes me remember that everything is going to be all right. Because even though I thought that I was living in emotional hell as a child, everything turned out to be all right. How do you move on from lifelong friendships? So this is actually a video that I'm going to be doing on my channel. I'm going to be doing toxic signs in friendships and how to move on and how to remove yourself. So I will see you guys in that video. Thank you for tuning into the Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed the questions. I know it wasn't the basic what's your favorite color, what's your favorite movie questions. I don't know if those are the ones that you were looking for. I can also do a video on that. But love you all my Sanctioned Brazilians. Love you. Bye.